Okay, so we're going to do 2 examples, and you have to write, you have to use up the entire page in your composition book, okay? So, title this, Completing the Square, example number 1. Okay. And that example is so remember you're writing in big letters because you're only going to do one example for that page, and then on the back of that same page you're going to do the second example. Okay? So we agreed that, well, right now we just reviewed the whole idea of just in general completing the square, right? So we are going to take it a step further today by reminding you that the first thing you have to do is move the 8 to the other side by adding 8. Why are you moving the 8, mister?
Because you want to keep it.
What's your opinion?
I don't know.
Well, if I move this 8, what's going to happen
You have to
here?
distribute.
Square.
Isolate.
So if I...
But I thought you wanted to have
move
0
8,
though.
so let me just finish the problem. X squared minus 2x, there's nothing here anymore, is equal to 8.
That's your D.
That's going to be the D. So I already know because we just practiced the D. Can you guys be cooperative? Because if I have to do it all over again, you will pay the price, trust me, man. So I'm going to calculate the D value right now. So that means I'm going to have negative 2 divided by 2 times A, but A is just 1. Then all of it squared.
1 squared.
So this is really negative 1 squared. But what is this the same thing as?
Positive.
Positive 1. Okay. So D is positive 1. So if I add 1 to that side, I also need to add 1 to the other side.
Awesome.
Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay, so now I can go ahead and simplify this side. What is this equal?
9.
9. But from here, we did something earlier. Okay?
X-Men.
So this can be rewritten as a square. Remember, that's where this idea came in. What number am I going to put there?
0.
X plus 1.
So I was able to,
Isn't it X minus 1?
it's supposed to be x minus 1 because it's the number that used to be
Right there.
inside the parentheses.
Oh, yeah.
Not this one, instead it's this one. So I'm going to put in here, and I'm going to color code it, minus
1.
1.
But we get it, sir. Good job.
And from here, what can I do to both sides since we did it in the warm-up already? Square root both sides. These cancel. And I get
X
x minus
What's
1
it like this?
equals 3.
plus or minus 3. Good job. And this becomes 2 problems again. It becomes x minus 1 is equal to 3. And the positive side is x minus 1 is equal to
2.
negative 3. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and say, well, this right here I can add 1, add 1. So one of my answers should be
4.
4, and the other answer is going to be
Negative 2.
negative 2.
Negative.
So I just want to remind you that the more you do these examples, the more it's just going to be straightforward and easy. Is it more work than the other methods? Of course it is. I'm not going to lie. But you need to be able to do it because eventually I'm going to teach you what formula. Some of you are the quadratic formula. Good. Can I go ahead and erase this example?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes?
Yep.
All right. So, last example. Can you flip the paper?
I can flip it at.
Mister, is this good?
Do we write on the
Then start a new one.
Look, sir, is this
Do we write
good?
on the back of that piece?
Yes.
Sir, is this too big? Or no?
And title it example number 2. That's perfect. Yes, Jessica? Fine, but
Man, I'm gonna stop you.
Write big enough. I want you to focus on the idea of
Writing bigger on
this
the
is
paper.
one example and these are the same steps all the time.
That's his theory, that's what he said.
So let's go ahead and do number 8. So it's gonna be so who can tell me what the first step is?
Me. What you got it up?
Subtract 20.
Yes, subtract 20. So I'm going to subtract 20 from this side and on that side. So I'm going to make space so that I can figure out what the D value is. And from here, actually, you know what? I think this was the one without a solution. Or I might be wrong. Oh no, I'm wrong. So let's go ahead and figure out what the D value is. I'm going to go ahead and say that my D is what number? My B. 12. Then I divide it by 2, multiply it times 1.
6 squared.
So this is really 6 squared. Automatically, and this is Jaime what I want to give you as a little hint.
36.
Before you square it, you can already start thinking, this is the number that I'm going to use anyways when I change this to this. So this should be what number? 6. I got a step ahead of you, but I'm just trying to point that out for future reference, okay? You can always skip straight to that step. Now this is going to be what number?
36.
36. But that number goes here, and it also goes
Yeah.
here. Because whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other.
Good job.
So now I can go ahead and say, well, I already took care of this. This is the same thing as that. And it's going to equal what number now?
-6.
Come on, forgot kindergarten?
Negative
16. So I can go ahead and square root both sides. This makes this plus or minus what number?
4.
4. And here these cancel. So now I can turn it into two separate problems. X plus 6 is equal to 4. And x plus 6 is equal to
Negative 4.
minus 4. Negative. Subtract 6. One of the answers is going to equal to negative 2. And the other answer is going to equal to negative 10.
Yeah.
Alright? Can you press pause?
That was